They're queuing for medical care. The makeshift clinic in this camp is small, under-equipped and overwhelmed. Malnutrition and severe weather have made worse the health conditions of Malian refugees here. Medicine is in short supply, and so are adequate equipment and qualified doctors. Intekan refugee camp is in the remote desert area of northern Niger. It has about 20,000 refugees. Across the country, the total number is estimated at 60,000. They arrived here in 2012 after fighting began between Malian government forces and armed groups in the north. But what they thought would be a short stay is slowly becoming a permanent situation.
We have no idea when we will return. Whenever we thought we might be about to return, there was a sudden deterioration of security. We have lost any hope.
Not only medicine, but also food and water supplies are scarce here. The World Food Programme and UNHCR say they've had to reduce their aid because they don't have enough money.
We've continued to host more and more Malian refugees, with funds which shrank by 20 to 30% every year. And this may continue as the situation in Mali isn't getting any better and the refugees are not ready to return. This means we now need a new type of funds, what we call development funds. This will allow the refugees to remain in Niger and to be integrated with the local population. So these funds will be used on education, economic activities, etc.
And until that happens, there's almost no economic life or education for Malians in this camp. The makeshift school is overcrowded. The students look miserable. The lack of facilities is clear. The UN's cultural body UNESCO was in charge of this school before it ended its commitment last year. Hundreds of children, especially among older boys, have been left in the streets, turning into easy recruits for armed groups. Mali signed a peace agreement with rebels in the north in 2015. But it still hasn't been implemented. Meanwhile, these refugees are concerned the world might forget about them and the conflict that drove them out of their homeland. Mohamed Vall, Al Jazeera.